And the
Ah.
little red sign says, "We are live, we are live, we are live," and it is so. And hi, John, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing excellent, Vaughn. It was a beautiful ending to a beautiful month of August. My
Yeah.
birthday, had fun. My mother came
Um,
up. Everything's fucking awesome.
um,
Life is not too bad. I can't complain too much, you know.
um, August isn't over yet. August has 31 days, not 30.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, for stage, I get it, but it's still, yeah, the end of the month, it's
Yeah,
good,
but
everything's
yeah, it's
great.
almost the end. Yeah, it's almost the end of the month. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, see, tomorrow is today. Today is the 30th, and tomorrow is the 31st, and then of
It's the
course
new month,
then the
and we're
next
gonna
is
be rocking and rolling in September.
yes, we'll be rocking and rolling in September. I had hoped to get the kids back in July, but
Big
that
day,
didn't work.
big
And
September, man. September 8th, you
I'm
said?
hoping September. I'm hoping September will be a good month for me. I hope that we finally get into court and finally get this stuff handled. See, the bad thing about it is the lawyers and the judges keep wanting to kick the can down the road, keep kicking it down, and I'm about had the lick. They kick the can down the road one more time. I'm calling in the feds. I'm calling in the
I
feds.
mean, how long is this charade going to go on for? I
Well,
mean, they're just
exactly. I mean, the motherfucker gets on a plane and goes to fucking Europe, and I'm sitting here in my house almost starving to death. Okay, and I guarantee I'm going to bring it up in court too. You can bet on it. Okay, that was bullshit, man. I'm sitting there starving with no food and no money and no way to get any because I didn't have no money for gas. And the son of a bitch takes off for Europe on a goddamn whim. Oh well, he planned it in advance. I don't give a fuck how in advance. And if he did plan it in advance, why wasn't I given a memo? Why wasn't I given advance notice? See, so
you
yeah,
weren't
it's all
notified. That's bullshit.
it is bullshit. That's total bullshit because if he did plan it in advance, why didn't he notify me? Why didn't he notify the court? Why didn't he notify anybody? He didn't notify anybody. And then at the last second, oh well, he had a plan in advance. Well, that's nice. I wish somebody had told my happy ass.
It'd be nice
So
if
I
he
did.
fucking took you to Europe for a vacation now.
Yeah, yeah. I need to. Yeah, well, that would be justice, right? He went to Europe, so I get to go to Europe. That would be justification. But anyway, or justice. I mean, not justification. But anyway, so yeah, but yeah, that was crazy. And hopefully we can finally get the ball rolling and get some shit done because, like I said, I talked with State Farm. State Farm says they never ordered that double wide to get locked, but I know who did because I got the video. I've got a video where the terrorists online told Ronnie Ray to lock that double wide up so that I wouldn't get my kids back in November. Well, la di da, I didn't get my kids back in
This
November
Ronnie
because I
Ray
didn't
guy
have.
sounds like a real fucking cocksucker.
Well, he made a video laughing as he's locking, changing the locks. So apparently he
Oh,
thought it
okay.
was
Now
funny.
is Ronnie Ray some faggot that bangs Larry Frost or something? Is he
No, no, no,
boyfriend or
no,
something?
no, 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 no. He's married and shit. But I mean, it's just
Oh,
But
so who
it's
is? How is he? Fuck? How does he know about fucking loser Larry?
well, he's related to him. It's Ronnie Ray Frost. Ronnie Ray Frost. They're all Frost.
Oh,
Man.
okay,
They're
okay.
all
So I'm
Frost.
sorry, Vaughn. I don't. There's too
It's
many
all right.
fucking
It's
dum-dums.
all right. I mean, but the thing of it is that Ronnie Ray should know better. Ronnie Ray should have stayed the fuck out of all this mess, and he didn't. But his wife is up to her eyeballs in it, so I guess he couldn't. I don't know. Because I was willing to let things ride with Ronnie, but then, Ronnie started all this
I
crap.
hope I hope justice gets served. I mean, like in the
Well,
intro,
that's
what you
that's what
ask
I'm
the
hoping.
gods, like, why did the good people suffer and the innocent, get fucking treated like garbage? It's
Yeah.
I hope Larry fucking Frost. I hope someone locks him out of his home and he fucking nearly starves to death. To be honest with
Yeah.
you, that would
Well,
be real fucking
well, that would
justice.
be real justice now, wouldn't it? Because that's what real justice is. What happens to you happens to them.
What
That's real
comes around
justice.
goes around. You start
Yeah.
fucking with Vaughn, you start fucking with the gods. That's it.
That's right. That's right. And the gods will repay, won't they? That's right. Big ass fist right out there in the middle of Crane Creek Road. Wham, man. Just like
That
fuck
was that
me.
was still a fucking wild sight, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
How's the road doing? Is that fucking fixed or is it still look
no,
like
fuck
shit?
no. Are you kidding? They just now they're still working on the main drag into Oneida, man. They're still working on it. And
Holy shit, these fucking rednecks out of Kentucky, man, they're fucking lazy sacks
well,
of
now
shit.
now now hold on now because Trump was funneling a lot of money into the states for road repair and shit like that, and Biden cut all that off. So they really don't have the money
Another
that they
reason
were.
why Biden fucking sucks, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Because
Reason number
Trump.
2,550, right?
Yeah, right. But yeah, Trump was funneling a lot of money into the states for road repair and upkeep and shit like that. And see, Biden got all that out with executive order. And so, it's a shame because, because I mean, when Trump was in office, man, there was work going all over the place around here, man. It was great. They was redoing all
Why would
kinds of stuff.
that fucking diaper shitting asshole Biden give a shit if states get funds for roads, man? What a piece of shit. He's going to cut that
Anything,
all off?
anything that they can do to hurt America, they're going to do it. That's
Man, they
just what it
really
is.
hate America that much, Vaughn? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, they do. Yeah, they
Oh.
do. Yes, they really do. It's just like all these years I've told everybody they really do want you dead. Oh, Vaughn, my government doesn't want me dead. Oh, Vaughn, the Biden administration doesn't. Oh, the DNC doesn't want me dead. Yeah, they really do fucking want you dead, and now they proved it by giving you a death jab. So yeah, they really do want you dead. Yeah, they really do. And I've been screaming it for years, and they're like, "Oh, you're exaggerating, Vaughn. Oh, they don't really. The government doesn't give a fuck about me." Yeah, they really do want you dead. Yeah, they do. Because there's too goddamn many of you, according to them, and they want to cull the herd, as it were. And the best way to do that is to just make you sick or give you a vax or do something to kill your ass. Okay, or make you sterile. A whole bunch of us is going to be sterile that took the jab. Now, I did not take the jab, thank the gods. So I will not, and I'm not going to I'm not going to shake hands. I'm not going to hug. I'm not going to kiss. I sure as fuck ain't going to have sex with somebody that had the jab. And
Now,
then
is
that way,
Larry Frost and Ronnie Ray Frost, they got the jab, or what's going on with
I don't
that?
know. I don't know if any of them. I don't know if any of them got the jab. I don't really care.
Well, you gotta
The
be.
guy.
Well, you don't care. I mean, you gotta be careful. They touched all those locks and doorknobs and shit. You don't know
Yeah,
what's going on.
but oh well,
You
that
better
was a
fucking
long
sanitize that
time.
fucking trailer down,
Yeah,
man.
that was a long time ago, though, man. I mean, that was a long time ago.
All
It's
right.
all right. I'm good, man. I'm good. Like I said, man, I got my secret weapon here. I got my whoa, hey,
What do you got?
I got my secret weapon here, so I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Raw ivermectin, man. Raw ivermectin, and it's cheap too. Big old fucking bag for next to nothing. Sprinkle a little bit on your yogurt, man, and you're good to go. Good to go. Did you hear me wrestling stuff? And hey, are you wanting a chip? Is that what you want? Okay, I want a chip, man. I want a chip. I'll give you a chip. I'll give you a chip. Here. There you go. Okay. If they kick the can down the road on September when we go to court, I'm going to take that fucking will. I'm going to take it to a federal judge. I'm going to see what he says.
Something needs to be done, Vaughn.
Because I guarantee you his eyes is going to get as big as saucers. He's going to be like, there's no fucking way that's legal. They can't, they have to provide enough of an income, especially if your mom was rich. See, everybody down here knows mom was rich, okay? It's not like it's some kind of fucking secret or something. Everybody knows she was rich. And so, they know she had money. And so when the federal judge sees that $250, he's going to shit. He's going to absolutely lose his fucking mind. Here, you want a chip? He's going to lose his fucking mind. And I guarantee you that federal judge will get some shit done. How much you want to bet? He'll put a fire under everybody's ass, boy. I guarantee that shit. But yeah, man, this is a fucking ridiculous. $250 a month. Holy shit. Ain't nobody
Like
can
a
see that's a
clown
fucking
show, man. That $250. That's like a fucking. That's like a fucking Pee Wee's Herman fucking joke or some shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't live on $250 a fucking month if you were fucking fucking some despot in fucking Nigeria, man. You couldn't fucking hand. I mean, what the fuck is $250?
Like we said the other day, the illegals coming in are getting $1,400 in cash and $750 in food stamps.
Dude, fucking New York State alone is giving them $26,000 a fucking year. Dude, you heard about that? $26,000 because of COVID relief. They gave these fucking spick fucking jumping beans that crossed the border illegally $26,000. And then if you had fucking kids, you probably got a couple more thousand apiece on that one too. Holy shit! But they're fucking American people, man. They're fucking starving to death.
And I'm getting $250 for food stamps and a measly $250 out of this stupid ass will, which is fake anyway. But that's beside the point.
$250. What are you supposed to do with $250? Fucking jerk off in a fucking cup?
You can't. Well, you can't. My bills are $350, so I'm $100 in the red every month. I probably owe the bank over $1,000 by now. Because, see, they keep kicking the fucking goddamn can down the road. We got to come back next month. We got to come back next month. Come back next. And family court's worse. It's every 3 fucking months. Oh, we'll see you in November. Oh, wow. Okay, great. What am I going to do in the meantime? Starve to death? Oh, yeah. Well, that's exactly what you do. Starve to death, which is what they're hoping. That's why they keep kicking the fucking can down the road. Man.
They're saying people who love America are terrorists. These fucking bureaucrats, man. They're the fucking terrorists. They're terrorizing you and your family, Vaughn. They're literally Larry Frost and the government and all these lawyers and the judges. They're literally fucking terrorizing you and your children every fucking day this goes on. It's like a fucking...
like I said, I could show that will to any federal judge and show him where they've only allotted me $250 to live on, and my mom was filthy rich, a multi-millionaire. And they're only allotting me $250 a month. Where the fuck is the other 11 million at? Did the motherfucker spend it? Oh wait, they got a row of whole new cars down there. They got all kinds of new buildings on their property. They bought stuff for everybody else down here. They paid lawyers, paid judges, paid police officers. I was personally in the car when we was up in Lexington, and he's like, "Oh, there's the lawyer's office. I got to go talk to him. I'll be right back." Not one person in the car questioned him on it. Not one person. It's like, well, normal people would say, well, what you got to go over there for? We ain't got nothing to do with that man. But see, not one person questioned. Anytime people are around this man, nobody questions him. Nobody says anything. Nobody disagrees. Very strange. Very strange. Very, very strange. And like I said, there's this story of this Martha chick who owns this TV channel down here. It's a Christian channel. And supposedly he got up on stage and acted like a wild man, and they had to kick him out of the damn building. So what's up with that, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. I got to get up here closer to the desk. I didn't want to squish a puppy in the meantime. There we go. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy shit, man. It's insane. But hopefully, like I said, now if they kick the can down the road September, I'm going to a federal judge. Fuck it. I'm going to go to a federal judge. And I'm going to show him this laughing stock of a goddamn will. And where James Arnold Frost.
It's more than a laughing stock. It's a laughing stock. It's a fucking clown show. It's a fucking. Yeah. It's a fucking disgrace.
I guarantee you, if this was Ohio, and I walked into court with a will that says the blood heir only gets $250 a month, and he's basically treated like a fucking slave, and that the executor gets to make all the fucking decisions, the POA makes all the decisions, and the blood heir has to just sit and take it and like it. If I tried that shit in Ohio, I would have got laughed out of that fucking courtroom.
Because, dude, let me tell you something. I was watching one of the Secular Opinion video about us. He was making fun of us. Mm-hmm. Even he knows it's bullshit. He was even saying the 250 was fucking rigged. Yeah. A fucking dum-dum like that piece of trash can figure that out.
Well, see, here's the thing, man. I mean, when it's like I said, Clay M knew my mom for years. She's one of the richest people in Clay County. Of course, he's going to know her. she was very rich, and he knew who, and he knew she had a son, me. She knew I was a model citizen. He knew I was a model citizen. He knew I didn't drink or smoke or carouse around or do anything. So
Well,
he
you're
knew
more
I
than a
was
model citizen, man. You're a fucking true American, fought for the country, war
thank you.
hero. I mean,
Correct. Well, nah. Anyway, the point is that he knew who I was and he knew I
right, right. The
existed.
stage.
All right. So when mom comes walking in with this complete stranger that he never met before, James Arnold Frost, and then they sit down and say they're going to write a will, I know Clay M's, I know alarm bells were going off in Clay M's head. They had to have been. They had to have been. My first question would be, where the hell's your son at? He's a model citizen. Why ain't he here with you? But see, James Arnold Frost was doing all the talking. Mom was just sitting there. I guarantee it. You know how I know? Because I've witnessed this firsthand in Mom's house. She would just sit there. He did all the talking. She just sit there, and then when he tells her to do something, she just gets up and does it. She doesn't ask questions. She doesn't flinch. She doesn't, hey, what are you talking about? Nothing. She just gets up and does it. Okay, he's got some kind of control that he uses. Now, it ain't gonna work on my happy ass because I'm fucking protected.
You think he had
But
blackmail? You think he had dirt on her or something?
no. I think it. No, I think it could be MK Ultra shit. It could be keywords. It could even be fucking hoodoo voodoo. I don't fucking know. I don't care. But it obviously had some kind of control over her. I mean, listen, my mother was a businesswoman for over 35 years. Do you really expect me to believe she's stupid enough to know that, or to think that I could live on 250 a month? No way in hell. Okay, so where's this 250 shit coming from? It has to be coming from James Arnold Frost, because my mom was a businesswoman for 35 years. That's how she got rich. Well, one of the ways, and that's and so as a result, she would know. She would absolutely know that there's no way in hell that anybody could. And then on top of it, I'm going to raise 3 kids on 250 a month. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. But like I said, the fun part is if I go to Ohio and I show this fucking document where the executor and the POA can railroad the blood air, and I show that to a federal judge or somebody in Ohio, they laughed me out of the fucking courtroom. They said the blood heir is a sovereign. The executor can't do fuck all. I mean, I can sit there, I can cuss James Arnold Frost out right to his goddamn face, and there's not a fucking thing he can do about it because the blood heir is a sovereign. Now, that's a big word for some of you trolls out there, so you might want to Google that shit. Anyway, the point is that, yeah, man, I mean, the blood heir should be giving the orders to the executor and the POA, not the other fucking way around. But see the Frosts were railroading my ass for all this time. They stole all the money out of mom's closet, then they obtained an illegal POA and cleaned out her bank account, and they've been railroading me and mom ever since. Mom would literally cry over there because she didn't have no money. Literally cry. On at least 2 occasions, she literally cried, I ain't got no money. And I said, Mom, of course not. All the Frost took it all. That's why you ain't got no money. But she would literally cry. I wish I'd have recorded it too. I wish I had. I wish I'd have recorded it. I wish to God I'd have recorded that shit. See, a lot of people don't know. The Frosts have had her money for quite some time before we actually went to court. They were in possession of her money illegally for months and months and months. Hell, maybe even a year or more. And Larry had illegal possession of her SSI card for 6.5 months. He wasn't legally allowed to have that card. He didn't get legal possession of that card until almost a year later. Up until then, they were illegally in possession of my mother's jewelry, all of her money, T-bills, certificates of deposit, war bonds, insurance policies. They had no legal right to have all that, not until we walked into that courtroom. But they were illegally in possession of all that shit long before we even went to court. And that's why I told Stivers' secretary, I said, hey, you better not have nothing to do with this because this is going to go bad real quick. And it is. See, Larry
it's going back pretty bad, yeah.
Well, see, Larry being in possession of her SSI card for 6.5 months and him not authorized to have it, that's an automatic felony right there. That's an automatic felony right there because that's federal. You're dealing with the federal government then, okay? Because them cards are issued by the federal government. That SSI, that's all. Now, there's local offices that handle the
Right,
everyday.
on a locality, yeah, there's people
Yeah,
that do it, yeah,
but
but
the
that's
but the
federal
actual
thing.
but the actual money itself is federal. You get a federal check. You don't get a state check. You get a federal check for SSI. Now they got yeah, got the kids. Now they got the dogs outside. I can take the shoes off and relax a little bit. Them puppies want to bite my toes, man. Like, what
Oh,
are
do
y'all
they?
doing?
They
Yeah, oh
bite your
God.
toes?
Oh God, they love to bite my toes. It's like, what in the world are y'all doing? Biting my toes like that. Anyways, yeah, man. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
It's a crazy world we live in, man.
It is, dude. And I don't know. But yeah, I'm really hopeful that
If I lived in a fucking high class society, man, and I never knew anything about the world, and you told me your story, I wouldn't fucking believe you. I thought you were crazy.
yeah,
But
well, that's
since I know the world's all fucked up, man, you know, it's this
right.
is the way they treat you, man.
Yep, yep. That
This
is.
is the real world for those fucking losers out there, the trolls out there that never got out of the fucking basement. This is how the real world is, bud.
Yep.
This is, you get fucking eaten alive out there.
Well, see,
There's
that's the
nothing you can
thing
do
with the
about it.
with the well, see, that's the thing with the advent of the internet. They can't say, "Oh, I didn't know that none of this shit would happen to him or his family." You can't say that because the information's out there for anybody to go read. So they can't say that shit. They're stuck. They're stuck having to deal with it. And, because I know when they go into court, they're going, well, I never did this and I never did that. And then I show them all the videos, I show them their comments, I show them everything. And then, because I got it all saved, man, I got all their shit saved. I don't care if they delete it 9 ways to Sunday. I've got it all saved. And
Well, the
I just
fucking
show that.
Google machine fucking records everything too.
I
So
just show that. I just show that shit to the judge, and away they go, man. It's just that fucking simple. And they can cry butt hurt all they want, and ain't gonna help them. Ain't gonna help them one bit, man.
these
But like
people are gonna get a rude awakening, Vaughn. A
yes, they
rude
are.
awakening.
They are, and they're they have no idea, man. They have no idea what they've done.
They have no idea the fucking hornet's nest they've been stirring up.
Exactly. See, they see this inactivity and they say, oh well, the gods haven't done anything yet. Yeah, the key word being yet. That's the key word. Yet they haven't done anything yet, but that doesn't mean they're not going to do anything. This idea that they're not going to do anything is retarded, because obviously they're going to. I mean, holy fuck! There's a goddamn fist impression in my goddamn road out there. For fuck's sake. You
Yeah,
know.
that's great.
I mean, how do you, what do you, how do you explain that, trolls, especially you atheist trolls? How the fuck do you explain that there's the shape of a fist out in the middle of my goddamn road? How do you explain that other than supernatural? Yeah, you can't. You can't. That's the only way to explain it is supernatural.
Well, these monkeys will deny anything. They don't fucking care.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Unfortunately, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but they're just
Right.
fucking. That's just the way they are. They're dumb.
Mm-hmm. Well, I told you, I threatened actually that I was going to build me some beds in Fallout 4,
Okay,
and
yeah. So how that coming along?
there they are,
Okay, yeah, sure.
and there's all American, buddy, America. I just called it America. I got a bald eagle and uh, American flags for pillows and stars for the cabinets, and then I got a classic Navy thing. Whoops, another video. Hold on. And we don't need to see the video. Let me get the rest of them here. And yeah, man, great stuff. And I've been working on them. Still working on them. I get here's the Navy one, and get it up here. Yeah, man. Old world map for the pillows, and then it's probably kind of hard to see from here, but there's little navy symbols and stuff on the mattress there, and then of course an old fashioned sailing ship, um, right there. So yeah, and an anchor on the front there. Yeah, I put that all that padding and the anchor is mine. That wasn't on the original. I haven't seen a padded bed in years, man. I wonder if I guess they don't either that or it's just the ultra rich are the only ones that can afford them. But a lot of beds used to be padded like that. Look, really nice looking. There's the actual bitmap, and there's the anchor. There's the anchor. All right, let me find the other ones here. I did quite a few, man. I did quite a few, and so I thought I'd let you see them.
That's pretty cool, Vaughn. You got a knack for it, man. You really got a fucking handle on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I made a few of them. There's Scotland. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to redo the Scotland bed because the white cross with the blue background should be the comforter, and the pillows should be the tartaran or however you pronounce that shit, the Scottish kilt. So I'm going to reverse those. I may leave the mattress the way it is, though. But I'll make the comforter just one big Scottish flag, and then I'll make the pillows out of tartaran. Is that how you pronounce it? Whatever the fuck it is. It's the Scottish.
Yes, the wrong person on that one.
Yeah, it's the Scottish kilt stuff. That's what I call it, Scottish kilt stuff. But anyway, so I'll do those in the pillow. I'm basically gonna flip flop them, and then I'll have one big Scottish flag on the comforter, and then I'll have the tartaran for the pillows. But yeah, man, here's some roses with
yeah, it's
yellow.
pretty cool. Yeah, that roses one look good.
Yeah, yeah. And then here's something with some flowers on it, and pretty neat, huh? I like it. And they're you can use them, and the NPCs can use them, and so there's this one I did for my daughter. She loves leopard print, and so I made this with jungle leaves and a leopard print because she really loves that. When I show her that Friday, she'll love it. But and then of course the jungle bed is how I got started with the padding and stuff, and because the original sitting over here never had it, as you can see, because this one over here with the yellow comforter, that's the original. And as you can see, there's no padding on it. It's wood. And then this one, I put padding on it and made it up real pretty, real nice. And so yeah, I may even do one with shelves underneath. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But pretty cool, huh? Pretty neat.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I do one with shelves underneath it down here at the bottom. I can use it as a doubling as not only a place to sleep, but as a place for storage too. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, yeah.
And, make sure I ain't going to accidentally click on something I shouldn't accidentally click on. I got to make sure. Oh yeah, there we go. And there's the actual bitmap for the bed.
Man, that looks fucking complicated.
It's a little complex, but once you get the basics down, you can churn them out pretty quick, man. I was churning out beds pretty quick actually. And,
yeah.
Yeah,
good.
And I'm gonna do one on the flying tigers. I'm gonna do one on the flying tigers and do it up real nice. And I thought it was interesting though that one pillow was upside down and the other one was right side up. I thought that was interesting. I hadn't noticed that before until I made those pillows with the American flag, and then it's like, oh, one flag's up, one flag's down. Where was that picture at again? Let me show that is. And I thought that was interesting. I hadn't really noticed it until I put them flags on there, and it's like, whoa, hey, the pillows are opposite one another. And but yeah, man, that's just I don't know. I just think it's so neat. I really do. I think it's neat. I know it ain't everybody's bag, but I just think it's neat. I really enjoy it. And plus, like I said, the
No, it is
NPCs,
pretty cool.
and like I said, the NPCs need it too. So,
Who gives a shit if someone doesn't like it? They can go suck on your big red one.
yeah, there you go. But America, America, fuck yeah. Oh gosh. What was it? What was the name of that damn claymation? Or, no, it wasn't claymation. It was puppets.
Team
Or
America,
Team
South
America.
Park guys.
Yeah, Team America. Right. Yeah. So man, oh man. But yeah, I thought it was kind of neat. But yeah, I hadn't noticed that the pillows were reversed, and but they sure are, because when I put that flag on the pillows, one's right side up, other one's upside down. What about that? Not neat. I thought I hadn't seen the regular bed in a while, and I thought, well, I'm gonna have to. I searched all over the place for the comfy pillow. There's this pillow in Fallout 4 called the Comfy Pillow. I looked all over for that damn thing, and I could not find it anywhere.
Well, isn't there a way? You're a modder. Isn't there a way of just
well,
spawning it with a code?
Well, what I'll do, I did find the Institute pillow, so I'll just substitute the Institute pillow, and I'll just have pillows all over the place. Pillows with, Alf on them, or Garfield, or just all kinds of. I'll just have them everywhere, man. It'll be great. And here's now this is real life here. This is real life, and I thought that was kind of neat. So I might do that one too. Now that is a real bed with that's real comforters, real pillows. That's a real. And I thought, well, you know what? Since it already exists in real life, I got to make one, right? I just got to make one. So I'll make me one, and do it up nice. And but yeah, man, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
It is. And like I said, the NPCs can utilize them, so it makes it nice. But yeah, on the Scottish one, I'm going to flip them. I'm going to have the comforter as just one big Scottish flag, and then I'll have the tartaran, or however you pronounce that shit, as the pillows, and then that should be good. Not sure what to do with the sheets though. I leave them like they are, or maybe make them different. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll come up with something. I always do. Now here is a design, and I thought, that's actually kind of a cool design for a comforter. And then I'll be daggone if they didn't already put it on a bed. And so there it is on the bed. Isn't that cool? And I thought, well, I might just be able to utilize that, huh? So we'll see if we can't do that, since that exists in real life. Pretty cool stuff, man.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But no, hopefully September we'll see some results, and we won't just kick the can down the road another month. My birthday is October the 24th, and I would like to have my kids and all this hullabaloo with the property done before my birthday, because my birthday is October 24th, and I want to have this stuff done before.
That'd be a nice little birthday present.
Yeah, well, I want it done before then. Definitely. But we'll see. Obviously
It should be fucking done yesterday. That's the problem.
It should have been done back in November, but oh well. Yeah, it's what you do. Well, we'll get her handled. But yeah, I did. Just the hypocrisy. You could cut it with a fucking knife, man. Coming in there. Oh yeah, man, we can't pay the bills. We can't pay the bill, and then. Then with 11 million, 9 to 11 million in cash. And like I said, Solar Marshall corrected me, when I said that the war bonds were $2 million. He said, no, 100 war bonds at $200,000 is 20 million. And I'm like, oh shit. So, and then, and like I said, each one of those Ulysses S. Grant $1,000 bills Each one of them is $10,000 to $20,000 a piece, and there was just rows and rows and rows of them fuckers. And I told Mom, I said, Mom, you need to get that shit in the bank. I don't like the bank, which she didn't. She was out. She was a refugee from the Great Depression, so she didn't like it. But in any event, crazy stuff, man. But hopefully I can get everything back, get everything settled. Like I said, man, I use this last $2 in my wallet, and then Publishers Clearinghouse shows up at my door, and I'm filming that shit from the window. Oh, look, it's Publishers Clearinghouse, guys. You know, $5,000. What was
Do you really have only $2 left, Vaughn?
Yeah, I really only have $2.
Holy shit, we're gonna need to get you. Come on, ass. There's got to be someone out there who can send you some money, man.
Yeah, I really only
What's
have.
going on here?
I really only have $2. Yep. Yep, I really only have $2. That's correct. And I've got to figure out what to do for 2 more days because I ran out of the banquet dinners. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do for 2 days. I've got the money for 1 day. That'll give me some chili dogs, but then I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do tomorrow.
Oh wow! Donald Trump is calling on new elections to be held. That they need to redo the fucking election. This is interesting.
Nothing we can do about it. He can argue all day long, but it ain't nothing you can do about it. You need 2/3 of Congress, man. That's what you got to have. You got to have 2/3 Congress. Was he going to get 2/3 Congress? Fuck no. He ain't going to get no 2/3 Congress. He's not going to do it. You got to have 2/3 Congress for that shit. He ain't going to be able to do a damn thing. I mean, it's not, you know, I have no problem with him going back in there. Obviously, I mean, he did a hell of a
fucking
job.
guy we got that shits in a diaper. Holy shit!
He did a hell of a job when he was in there, you know. So I mean, fuck, then, you know, get him back in there, let him do his thing, man. You know, let him do his thing. But I don't have a problem with him being in there. I'm very disappointed though that he won't come out against the death jab and Bill Gates and Anthony Fauci. I'm very upset over that. But nothing you do. I mean, he's a free moral agent. He can do whatever he wants, I guess. You know. It's very upsetting though. Oh well. Whatever. I continue to make Brin guns. I am getting the last one of the Brin guns done, as a matter of fact. The 7.62 by 51 NATO Brin gun. And then, of course, the Red Death, which is a Mauser-inspired Brin gun run by the Chinese, of all people, hence the Red Death. And it is a very high caliber. It's like a 7.92 or an 8 point something or other. And it's just a huge fucking caliber weapon. You know, it's just guaranteed to explode heads, you know. But yeah, man. So I'm getting that in the game, and I'm getting the NATO version of the Brin gun in the game, and I've already did all the versions of the Chinese version of the AK, all the various ammo types for it, and I got the level lists working, and so everything is hunky dory. Oh, you got something in the chat? What you got in the chat for me? Oh God, you got a shitload in the chat for me. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here, man. Media lot. All right. Do. Well, come on now.
I don't know, a bunch of filth that I thought maybe you'd be interested in.
All right, let me let the dogs back in. Let the dogs out. Okay, and that really hurt my back, but whatever. Oh, what's this? More ads. Wonderful. Throwing ads all over the place. Okay. Trump re-ups his demand to hold a new election now in bizarre overnight Truth Social post. Former President Donald Trump reiterated his demand for a new election in a bizarre post published the wee hours of the morning on his social network site, Truth Social. The presidential election was badly and irreparably tainted by the FBI's fake description of the laptop from hell to Facebook and the lamestream media, and for many other reasons as well, Trump posted at 1:46 a.m. on Tuesday. And there's the 7th Armored Division Desert Rats. And I did a livery of that, of the Bren gun, that you might be able to download here in the very near future. Anyway, declare the rightful winner or hold a new election now. Our country, which is failing badly, knows the score and will never accept criminal election interference. The FBI just fired its special agent in charge of this outrageous and very illegal assault on the Constitution of the United States of America, he added. And that's true. The FBI just fired the guy that was hiding the Hunter laptop. They fired his ass. I guess they're trying to do damage control. I don't know if it'll help him. Maybe it will. Trump had previously called for his reinstatement as president on Monday. So now it comes out conclusively that the FBI buried the Hunter Biden laptop story before the election, knowing that if they didn't, Trump would have easily won the 2020 presidential election, unquote. This is massive fraud and election interference at a level never seen before in our country. Remedy, declare the rightful winner, or, and this would be a minimal solution, declare the 2020 election irreparably compromised and have a new election immediately, he posted on Truth Social. Well, I'm sorry, President Trump. It doesn't work that way. And it's been over 2 years, which means you now must have 2/3 of Congress in order to do anything. You got to have 2/3 of Congress. That's the law, man. You know, we got to abide by the law. And there's his actual post, I guess. And the laptop from hell refers to the laptop belonging to President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, that revealed his controversial business dealings with China and the Ukraine. The contents of the laptop were first reported by the New York Post ahead of the 2020 election. Amid fears the story was Russian misinformation, social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter cracked down on the sharing of the story. No, stop. No, they cracked down on the sharing of the story because they wanted Biden to win and not Trump. Now, that is the truth. Say what you will. Anyway, move on past that. Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg told podcaster Joe Rogan last week that the FBI alerted Facebook in 2020 to be on the lookout for Russian misinformation ahead of the election, shortly before the New York Post published its story about Hunter Biden. The FBI said alerting Facebook about the threat of Russian election meddling is standard operating procedure. I don't know about that. Anyway, the FBI routinely notifies U.S. private sector entities, including social media providers, of potential threat information so that they can decide how to better defend against the threats. Y'all wanting outside again? You just come in. You ain't been going in a second. If you scratch at the door, how much you want outside? Or would you just want the kids outside? Tell them to just want the kids outside. You feel it? I think it's close enough. What about my toes? Quick, I ate my toes. Quick. with the wheels. Play with the wheels. Let me be. All right. Anyway. All right. Facebook also pointed out in a statement that this is not new information. As we've said, nothing about the Hunter Biden laptop story is new. Below is what Mark told Senator Robert Johnson in October 2020 and what Mark told Joe Rogan this week. The FBI shared general warnings about foreign interference, nothing specific about Hunter Biden, tweeted Meta on Friday. So, the FBI agent Trump referred to in his Tuesday Morning Post, Timothy Thuvault, retired from the FBI over the weekend, reported Fox News on Monday. And those are nothing but ads, looks like. Okay. So, as much as I would like to have Trump back in the White House, we can't. Not legally. I mean, we could illegally put him back in, but that would be just as bad as what the Democrats did then. But it takes 2/3 of Congress, man. We need 2/3 of Congress. I mean, I'm sure we can get that tomorrow, right? 2/3 of Congress, put him right back in there. Not going to happen, though. Not going to happen under the Biden administration. That's for damn sure, because Obama's running the Biden administration. You can bet on that shit. Obama's definitely running that shit. And there's no way. There's just no way. All right, what else you got for me here? Let's see. Trump legal team advances broad view of presidential powers. Actually, under Bill Clinton, the presidential powers were fucking huge. They gave Bill Clinton almost a king, almost king-like power, man. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. A newly unsealed FBI document about the investigation at Mar-a-Lago not only offers new details about the probe, but also reveals clues about the arguments former President Donald Trump's legal team intends to make. A May 25 letter from one of his lawyers attached as an exhibit to the search affidavit advances a broad view of presidential power, asserting that the commander-in-chief has absolute authority to declassify whatever he wants, and also that the primary law governing the handling of U.S. classified information simply does not apply to the president himself. No, it doesn't, because Bill Clinton and Barack Obama took thousands and thousands of documents. And then, of course, we have Hillary Clinton's email server, which was located where? In her bathroom, of all places. A very bad place to store a server, by the way, because of the humidity. But apparently she didn't seem to mind the humidity. Anyway, but yeah, so the Clintons, the Obamas, and probably a few others, thousands and thousands of documents, not one word was said. Okay, so this is obviously a witch hunt on Trump. But it's just sad. It really is. It's perhaps not surprising that Trump's legal team might look for ways to distinguish a former president from other citizens, given the penalties imposed over the years. I've got it. Including a 9-year prison sentence issued to a former National Security Agency contractor who stored 2 decades worth of classified documents at his Maryland home. Any legal experts are dubious that claims of such presidential power will hold weight. But when someone is no longer president, they're no longer president. That's the reality of the matter, said Ona Hathaway, a Yale Law School professor and former lawyer in that big round circle right there is really aggravating. Defense Department General Counsel's office. When you've left office, you've left office. You can't proclaim yourself to not be subject to the laws that apply to everyone else. And unfortunately, she's correct on that. She is absolutely correct on that. I'm sure she's a Democrat, but it doesn't matter. The law is the law. It's not clear from the affidavit whether Trump or anyone might face charges over the presence of classified records at Mar-a-Lago. Okay, well, now we read an article in the last live show where the archivist said the documents were removed before the FBI got there. So I guess AP is a little behind the times, saying that they might get charged for something when there was nothing there to charge them for. But anyway, FBI officials are investigating who removed the records from the White House to the Florida estate and who is responsible for retaining them in an unauthorized location. So, all right. The FBI recovered 11 sets of classified records during the August 8 search, and the affidavit made public Friday said 184 documents with the classified markings also were found in 15 boxes removed in January. The Justice Department, responding to a Trump team request for a legal special master to sort through the materials, said Monday that officials had completed their own review of potentially privileged documents. No matter the outcome of the latest issue, the affidavit makes clear that investigators are focused on potential violations of 3 felony statutes, including an Espionage Act provision that criminalizes the willful retention or transmission of national defense information. Another law punishable by up to 3 years in prison makes it a crime to willfully remove, conceal, or mutilate government records. And a third law, carrying up to 20-year imprisonment, covers the destruction, alteration, or falsification of records in federal investigations. Okay, so let me stop right there and say that if you are in the possession of legal documents, I think it's a foregone conclusion that you can go to prison for that shit. Let me see if the puppies are wanting in. Very good. Oh, oops. Let's see here. Just situated. There we go. Wunderbar. Wundernique. But yeah, unfortunately, I mean, as much as I would love to see Trump back in office, unfortunately, you need 2/3 of Congress. I'm sorry. You need 2/3 of Congress. Now, alternatively, you could repeal the Act of 1871 and the Act of 1913, and that would put Trump back in office right fucking now. But he wouldn't go back into office as the 45th president. He would go back into office as the 19th president, because all presidents after 1913 would have been pretty much expunged from the record at that point. You're basically erasing half of the documented history of the country. But that would be for a good cause, because after 1913, it wasn't really America anyway. It was a corporation. So there's that little ditty also. Now, the problem, though, is that you need a Congress that is friendly to A, the Constitution, and B, to Trump. And the answer is no on both counts. Folks, if you think the Congress loves the Constitution, you need to think again. I mean, think about it. If Congress loved the Constitution, the House and the Senate, if they loved the Constitution, why did they allow the Federal Reserve and the IRS, 2 unconstitutional entities, to continue to exist? Why didn't they stop it? Why didn't they put out an edict, a law, whatever they got to do? So no, they don't give a damn about the Constitution, because the IRS and the Federal Reserve are unconstitutional on their face. Period. End of story. The Constitution says that Congress shall coin money, not the Federal Reserve or the IRS. It also says that the IRS cannot be a military because they would be considered, therefore, then a foreign military. Because the idea of a military is very well laid out, very well laid out. And we've had what 250 some odd years now to get it pretty good. So no, either one of those scenarios is not going to happen anytime soon. Well, Vaughn, the military is in charge. No, the military is not in charge of jack shit. And if they are in charge, we're in deep shit because Obama fired all the patriotic generals. Remember? He literally fired them all. He got rid of every patriotic general that we had, all of them, and replaced them with people that were more aligned to the globalist New World Order agenda. And that is a fact. That's something that you can actually Google and for yourself and go check out for yourself. Von Helton does not make shit up, at least not intentionally. I may not have all my facts right at the time that I say it, but I try my best. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So, John, you gonna do anything big and exciting?
Yeah. What happened?
I said, are you gonna do anything big and exciting?
No, I'm just gonna relax a little bit. Sam wants to do a show, so I'll probably do a show for Sam here soon. But other than that, I'm just relaxing today, man. I'm worn out from the week.
Yeah. Oh, you went to work? Yeah, I bet you was at work all day today.
Yeah, I woke up at 4 the past 2 days.
Yeah. Man, that's rough. That's rough, man. Damn.
That's all right. It's okay. I'll get through it. I'll get through it.
Wow, I don't know if I could.
You want to call it? You want to call it a day, an hour show?
Yeah. We got an hour. We just now hit over 1 minute on the hour. So yeah, we're going ahead and wrap it up. That way you can get with the wife, get with Sam, and get what you need to get done. So because I pretty much
we pretty much did what we had to do. So, yeah, and we can always do a show later if we have to.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk at you later, John.
All right, Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.